welcome to the Children's Science Center Critter, Chitter, Chatter Talk. Today we're going to be looking at our lionfish, and we're going to be feeding them. So these guys are not actually supposed to be around this part of the world, but they were introduced in the early 1990s from a couple people letting their pets go. Now they range all the way from the coast of Florida up through past Virginia. These guys are originally supposed to be out in the Indo-Pacific. So since they're over here and eating a whole lot of things they really shouldn't be eating, they're called an invasive species. So this invasive species, the red lionfish is what we have here, they eat over 50 types of fish. Here at the Children's Science Center, we feed them different types of fish, including salmon, and even they get squid. Today we're going to feed them bits of salmon, and though these guys have extremely good eyesight, we kind of have to be creative when we do that. Now, if you notice, we have a little stick that goes in the tank that holds onto the piece of salmon, because they can tell when their food's not moving or if my hand were next to it. I also don't want to stick my hand in this tank because these are venomous fish. All these spines on the tops of these fish have venom in them, just like a needle. If it were to poke you on the side, that's how it's injected. Their venom isn't strong enough to kill a human, but it's strong enough to make you want to go to see the doctor. So to be safe, we use that long stick, again, to keep us safe, but as well as to entice them to come get their food. These guys like to eat live prey. So when we're moving it around, wiggling that stick with food on it, it's enacting their natural behavior to find and get live prey. Now, as you see, we have 4 lionfish in here, and we want to track how much each of them are eating. That way we know if one isn't eating as much or if one's eating way too much. We don't want any oversized fish in here. So we can tell the difference of these fish by their patterns on the side of them. One of the reasons they're called lionfish is because of this beautiful mane-like structure they have, which are just different types of fins, as well as their patterning. So we can tell the 4 different types of fish based on different distinguishing marks. Leo is our largest of the lionfish. It looks like this guy swimming right down here, kind of in the back, is Leo. We have Orion, who has 3 white dots right on the side, on both sides of him, then a little bit of a break in his pattern and 3 more white dots. Nigel is another one of our fish in here, and he also has 3 white dots on his side, just like Orion, but on one of his other sides, his left side, he then has 4 dots. Our last one in here is Nigel. The way we tell Nigel apart is he's a little bit bigger than Nigel and Orion, and he's very brown compared to the kind of more blue and green colors of our lionfish in here. Now again, these guys are voracious eaters, and they'll pretty much eat anything that they can get their mouth onto. They do, however, share a spot. Oh, we missed his food. Let's see if they'll get it. Maybe not. Sometimes these guys can be picky eaters. So we also have some other individual and species in here, as called giant hermit crabs, and then we have our crimson knobbed sea stars. Now you might think, if they're voracious hunters, will they eat those animals too? They stay away from those ones. Those are not their prey items. They're mostly looking for fish. So these guys, as well as in here, our giant hermit crabs help keep the tank clean. They'll go around the algae. They'll also eat little bits of pieces of food that lionfish don't get. And then our crimson knobbed sea stars will roam around the rocks as well as the sides of the tanks. Sometimes if you're in here and you can't see anything, that's on purpose. Sometimes those fish, those hermit crabs, those sea stars, try and hide and get away from things. That's part of their natural behavior so that they're safe and protected. Thanks for joining me today with our lionfish feeding. We hope to see you again.